Good morning. I think it's actually kind of early. It's like 10:30, 11, because I actually got up this morning. Um, went to work yesterday. Came home. Actually just kind of rested as I was exhausted. Uh, my back is still on fire. It's not as bad because I worked yesterday and kind of stretched it out. And I kind of have like a light duty day at work, not on purpose, but just in general. Um, so it was nice on my back. I mostly just like walked around and did light lifting. I guess light or whatever, but yeah. Um, I guess this is just like I just have a bad habit of getting like way too stoned before social situations. Like impromptu, like, hey, you gotta talk to these people, or you gotta meet these people for the first time. It's like, oh, I didn't really expect to have to meet anybody. I kind of just woke up and degened and hit my pen like 10 times. Okay, let me put some eye drops in. Um, I probably I probably just reek like, because the vape still has a smell to it. So yeah, maybe they don't know, but I just try and be chill about it. I don't really like act weird. I'm just like, oh, hi, just trying to be nice. Uh, holy crap, yesterday sucked. Like I've had like really bad days in a row, and yesterday was another like really just bad day. Like pretty much everything about yesterday was bad. Then I got to work, and I clearly had brought the bad juju with me, to work because well, I broke the machine, so we couldn't work for the first 2 hours, which was kind of nice. You know what I mean? And then after that, it kind of turned into an issue where we were just okay. So I had to threaten to go home, and okay, so as long as I don't quit and I just go home in the middle of the day, it's half a point, right? You can have at least 10 points. You can have up to 10 points, but if they like you, you can have 20 points. So it'd be half a point, right? If I'm just like, I'm done, we're just making scrap, this is dumb, I'm going home, see y'all tomorrow. That's half a point for me, right? I didn't go home, but I had to threaten that I was going to go home because we were just continually making scrap. Like, I made like 10 pieces of scrap pretty much in a row, and then I was like, hey, yo, like, this isn't working. And then they're like, no, start make more, do it again. I'm like, all right, so make 10 more. And the only reason we're making scrap is because they've swapped so many people around, that, like, yeah, the I didn't have anyone who knew what they were doing on the other side of the oven with me, so it was just really bad. And they kept just swapping people out because it was so bad. And my side was, I had the bad side either way, where it was just creasing and ripping and it was just all bad. And I was like, hey, this is not working. And they told me to go again. So like I keep making scrap and then I go for like another, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm not making any more. And then the supervisors come over at me, and like one of them's yelling at me to start again and just keep going, even though we're scrapping everything. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And he's like getting ready to yell, but he's like, I don't know, 5'1", like 100 pounds maybe. So I'm like, he's just like kind of like getting upset and like kind of yelling, but I'm like, bro, I'm not starting. Like, and that was the end of that. I was like, I'm not starting. I was just, I was gonna go to lunch. Like, I went to lunch, I came back, and then they put new people in the oven, and those people made tons of scrap, but I wouldn't go do it. I wouldn't go be the one, making the scrap. Like, sometime, I don't know, like, they kind of like the point. Some people think they like the point and be like, oh, the gringos are doing, all the bad work, but like, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't having it. I was gonna go home, and that was gonna be the end of my day. You know what I mean? Yeah, I almost got myself out of the job because the problem is, so the main problem is if I get into any kind of conflict where, um, I don't know, my blood pressure rises at all, I could get to the point where I'm like, uh, yeah, I'm gonna do something like real dumb, like just quit or walk out. Like, I'll just do something dumb because, why don't I have, why are you making me sad? Why, I don't have, there's no cinematic camp? That's what? I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have cinematic cam and I don't know why. Maybe this map doesn't have it. I'm actually really upset. Okay. I, that's really sad. It's sort of cool. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I'll figure that out. But it's tomorrow. Oh. Yeah, but I pretty much had to threaten to like go home or quit or whatever. Um, because I was done making scrap and I was just yeah. I don't know. Like I said, anytime I have to get into any type of a conflict, it's a scary thing because I don't know what I'm gonna do. And when I get upset, my mouth, I just start running my mouth and like yeah, it's not good. Like if I get upset at all, it's like I could burn everything down to the ground right then and there. Like as soon as I get upset at anything, it's like, oh, dude, you are like potentially seconds away from burning everything to the ground right here and now and starting over again. Like that's how it is every single time I get into any type of a conflict, argument, or anything. And it's a scary thing for me. My back still hurts and yeah. It's not as bad. Like it's kind of aching right now, and it was kind of aching when I was driving, but for the most part, it's feeling a whole lot better than it was. It's kind of insane how bad, like, I guess nerve pain or whatever that is, because you like physically can't move in a direction that it hurts. Yeah, yesterday was just it was pretty terrible day. Like I said, I ended up just not doing a lot of the things that I was supposed to do. I go to Walmart because I kind of ran out of time and I didn't want to get furniture because my back was so screwed up and I didn't find any furniture until like one of the last places I went. And I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't super motivated to get it because it wasn't like, it's kind of broken and it was just the whole thing. So I just keep looking and eventually I'll find something. But I think the stuff that I got to pay my rent or the checks is good, which I really hope it is because if I have to 3.5%, I'm bad at math, but 3.5% of, 650 is like, it's at least like $20, right? You know what I mean? It's like, like, I don't know. Either way, it's just more than I'd like to spend, especially when I don't even want to get internet or anything. So, yeah, but I feel a little bit better. I went to work. I worked the whole shift, even though it was super miserable, and I about talked myself out of the job because every piece of carpet that we're scrapping is money, and I don't want I don't want them to be like, hey, why did we make 50 pieces of scrap on shift two instead of just stopping and whatever? And I'm like, that's how I feel about it. Like as soon as we make scrap, we need to stop. And nobody else, not everyone has that sentiment. They just want us to keep running scrap, and I'm not doing it. And I was about to just have to go home and end my day like that, which is fine because I was so close to work that you know I'll be back at the house in 2 minutes. But yeah, still have a job, going into work today. Uh, get paid with like a nice $800 check or whatever on Friday. And yeah, tomorrow was a good day. Uh, I'm gonna upload this, watch some Pistilli, and just kind of try and chill out for the day. Try and go to Walmart tomorrow or the next day in town and maybe find furniture and stuff. I really wish that, I don't know. It's a bad excuse that I need to find furniture, so I need to go to the thrift store, and then I'm digging through clothes and toys and all the BS that I don't really even want to be there for. But again, I always pull out good stuff, so it's like I can't, I almost can't fault myself. But yeah, see you guys. Ew, back pain. Take care of yourself. You know, be careful when you lift. I don't understand good lifting principles.